Okay, so this is the second part of the video on tube, tire tube. So like I mentioned in the part one of this video, so I said I changed, I put a tube on my 505 spare tire about 2 years ago or early last year. I can't remember the exact time. So, and ever since then, the tire has not gone flat. So it was on Sunday, so few days ago. So I was like, okay, I needed to drive the car. So I was like, okay, let me check the tire tube, the spare tire again. So remember, it's always under the boot. So I put my hand, touched it, it first swung again. But then something just crossed my mind that actually where I'm touching all this while, it's not the right place to touch in order to test the pressure on the tire. You know, I mean, that's what I hear. My hand cannot go under. And let me show you. So because of the position of the tire under, so my hand always rests somewhere here, not here, but here. So when I press it, this place can be a little bit hard than here, even when the tire is flat. So but to actually test it very well, I had to, in fact, almost pull out the tire. Or I go under. I have those two options. Either I lie under the tire, under the car, under the boot, go under, then push it down or look at the tire, or I pull out the tire completely. So I decided to remove the tire, only to realize that the tire was flat. It was flat. As in other words, there was no pressure, no air in the tire. So who knows how long that has been. So all those while I was testing, checking, thinking that the tire was still inflated. It means probably it's been without air for a long time. So I was like, what happened? This is a tube, or maybe it was the valve. So I took it to, as I was driving, I took it to a vulcanizer that I was on my way, and asked the person to check. So he checked and said, oh, that is the edges, as usual. That in fact, he showed me poured water here, and they were all bubbling. I was like, but this is a tube tire. Why would you be doing that? He looked at it and said, no, this is not tube. That is tubeless. I was arguing with him. He said, no, there's no tube. There was no tube inside. This is a tubeless tire. I didn't put any tube. So in order for him to convince me, he now had to press this thing down, use their tool, press it down, and showed me nothing. I was like, wow. Even though I was looking at it here, I was like, okay, maybe it was two. Because from the valve, I was supposed to have known that it was a tubeless, that he did it not two. He didn't put two. So I was like, I gave this guy money. I'm talking about the vulcanizer that I mentioned in the video that did the last work on my 505 spare tire. I asked him how much the spare tire was. He mentioned the amount. I gave him the money, transport money, to go to market and buy, and then put everything back. Of course, it was even close to the mechanic workshop. So, but I left the car. I asked him to come there. His own shop was close to the mechanic workshop where the car was at the time. To come there, take the tire, go and do it, and bring it back and put on the car. So I wasn't there to supervise, to know if he actually went out to buy the tube or do all those. All I knew that he bought the tire and put inside the car. Because, like I said, it's spare tire. Who actually looks bother to check whether he actually put that tube. I mean, it was that bad. It was bad. The funny thing was, this was a guy. I remember when I changed it, the last time I changed my 505, no, my 407 repair tires. One of them, I kept it for him. One of them was still almost new. In fact, it hasn't even expired. It was still within 5 years range. The reason why I changed the tire was because I didn't like the brand or the quality of the tire. It was still a new tire. I didn't like that brand. So I prefer a brand that I will have confidence to speed the way I would want, rather than the one that could detonate or explode or blow out on higher speed. So I gave him that tire, the best of the tires I removed from that car. Gave it to him, didn't collect a dime for him. Do whatever he wants to do, which I know obviously he will sell. This is a 18 rim tire. And this is how he treated me back. I mean, human beings, this is gosh. Anyway, so what I did was I asked the guy, they put the same, they used the Gary as usual. They did it. And so I had to go and I left, but later in the afternoon I ordered for this thing. Somebody from my phone sent it to me. So I had to buy a new tool. Look at it. As I see 185, 195, 20, 2, no, 185, 195, 205, 15. They design in Japan. The brand is Star 2. Some kind of certificate. Anyway, all these things. Yeah, well done. So, it means that you can use it on 185 or 195 or 205. So, we'll see how it goes. I've actually removed it before. So, I see here Star 2, blah blah blah. Okay, I was thinking this is the production year. Maybe actually say 2023, 11/11. So November last year. So that would be how many months ago? Now up to 6 months. Or about 6 months now. So well, we'll see. So what will happen is next time I'll be I'm still monitoring the spec, so that whenever it goes down again, I'll just give them to swap in this tube. It's just that bad. This one I got it at 6,000 naira. So now even the one I bought for my 407, I haven't even mounted it. Like I said, I'm waiting for it to go down, so that I'll use the opportunity to give them the tube. Only that one is 16, while the tire I'm supposed to put it is 18. So who knows whether it will work. We'll see. So my advice, be very careful how you trust human beings. It doesn't matter how good you are with them. You can be doing everything, going out of your way to be generous to them. And all they are looking for is an opportunity to cheat you, to scam you. I mean, there are so many things. So if you can, buy your tool by yourself and be there when they will do the installation. Okay.